Hello, hello, what is up, guys? Hope you've been enjoying your, I guess, 2 weeks since I've been live. Sorry about that, been a little bit busy, a little bit of car problems, a little bit of everything, but hey, we're back today. I'm not sure if we're gonna finish this today. I think are in part 3 of the final case. And, I don't know if they're gonna have, like, a whole giant investigation. Or if they're gonna do, like, a short investigation, then long interrogation. I have no idea. Also, you may see I was live a week ago. We don't talk about that stream. We don't talk about that stream. That never happened. That never happened. So instead of this one, we're gonna go back to this one, I think. All right. It's been a couple of weeks, so if my voice are off, like usual, that's why. May 2nd, Azrael City Police Precinct number 5, viewing room. That was stressful. It only feels stressful because it's not over. There are too many lingering questions. We have some time before the plea deal is ready. We should investigate what we can. But we already investigated eBank investments. Where else can we go? What we need is information. If Mr. eBank really is the culprit, was it premeditated or an accident? See what I'm getting at? Something happened in that room that led to Anton's death. And I'd bet money it's related to the company. How do we figure out what the motive? Or how do we figure out the motive? Let's start from the top. What do those two have in common? They both lead eBank investments. They both have eyewear. Maybe they go to the same company to fix their glasses. Oh my god, we're connecting dots. Maybe the glasses manufacturer got so angry at Owen for breaking constantly the monocles that he framed him for murder by killing Anton. That's it. I've solved the case. If only we knew how to find out more about Anton's business deals. I've already solved it. Then we need to figure that out, and I know just who to ask. I think we should go talk with Chandra Lear. She works with Mr. eBank long enough to know something. Too many recurring voices. Your dad, Ash, had been talking to Red. We should see if he learned anything since yesterday. Alright, so that's 2 people. Who else? Besides witnesses, we should also go see Red. If there are any updates on the body, he would likely know. Sounds like a plan. Let's go talk with all of them. Better clean up my notes. Don't need information about the lobby now. Red should be here. Let's look around the station first. I guess. What stuff did they leave us with? There's still a lot of stuff that... Do we really need the chalkboard still? I don't know what's more shocking. Joy spying on Anton or her being paid by Anton's ex-wife, Vivica. Oh, she's a terrible person, let me tell you. Whew. She just comes at you with everything. Like, trust me, you do not want to be involved with that woman. Trust me. Whew. For me, it was the ex-wife part. She must really hate his guts to have done that. Yeah, we can't even listen to the recording either. This whole case could be solved. What Joy did was illegal. Using illegal evidence is just as bad, if not worse. Unlike Joy, the police reflect the values of our society. I want to be someone the public looks up to, which I can't do if I just start breaking the law. But if you can't solve the case without such evidence, isn't that just as bad? I want a police system that can't solve any cases. I wish I had the answers, but I don't. But if you ask me, we don't need the full recording, just a struggle. Joy's other evidence was enough to get us this far, so let's finish what we started. Okay. Ledger. I can't believe Loyal helped move a body. Honestly, joking aside, I have a feeling that it's the actual culprit of this case. Like I was saying, I thought it was Loyal this whole time. I think it is either going to be like a character from one of the old cases that you never expect, something like that, or the way that they phrased the whole, like, oh, the plea deal, you can't leave the station until then and all that. That honestly makes me think that Loyal could still be the one who did it. And we're gonna have a whole thing where Justina's like, oh, haha, the plea deal hasn't been signed yet. Let's go get 'em, boys. And it's still Loyal. That, in my heart, I hope it's still Loyal. I won't do that. The blood and feeling of death all around. Given what we couldn't find any blood in the building, he did a good job moving it. That's not the type of praise I expected. Tampering with evidence is wrong, but doing it right is tough. I should ask him so I know what to look for next time. I'm definitely not going to commit murder. Anyone who messes with you, I'm definitely not going to kill. Okay. I would rather the knowledge disappear. It'd make our job so much easier. Do you think Mr. Ebank really did it? He's not the most forthcoming, but I just can't see him as a murderer. We still don't know what happened, but I do know something. He seemed very sad about Anton's death. He did, but maybe he regrets it. Only regretting it after pulling the trigger. Twice. Dang, I regret... It's like, bam! Dang, I regret doing that. It feels like he's still breathing. Oh, he is. Bang! Oh, God. I had to do that second shot. That's certainly possible. Well, if only regret could turn back time. There's some time before Loyal's plea deal is ready. We should find more evidence. I'll talk to her about this after we finish. Okay. Rock continues. May 2nd, Missouri City Police Precinct, number 5, station officers. Detective Hunt, are you here? Dude, this character is nice and all, but every time she appears on screen, I'm like, dude, I don't have any voice for you. You know, my girl voice is out the window now. I know you're like one of the first people I voiced. Gone. While you two were with Loyal, Ernest took Joy back to eBank Investments. He did? Why'd he do that? Since Joy is trying to cooperate with the police, she said there might be some evidence that could be useful. So they headed back to eBank Investments. There's no time like the present. We should hurry. You can certainly go there now, but you want to speak to Sandra, right? She's waiting in the interrogation room. Ernest also left behind a gift for you two. A gift? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the world's greatest illusionist, Maggie Shawn. Annie, what are you doing here? My voice is... There's too many of them. There's too many returning. I like her. I like her character. I just don't like what you did. That was... You did my boy Bill bad. Pick a card and find out. Since Anna worked with our victim, Ernest thought she might know something. Sue, I had a whole trick planned. If you want that deal with our district attorney, no magic until the case is done. Shit. I am here for almost killing somebody. Fine, no magic until the case is done. Shirley wants that deal. So, what can the world's greatest illusionist do for ya? We know that Anton wanted to buy the Claus orphanage and hide that from the E-Banks. Do you know anything else that could help us out? Lucky for you, this is one secret a magician can share. Alright, lock in. Anton's plans were to convert the old motel into townhouses, the fancy type. With the popular church of one of the best schools nearby, wealthy families would pay pretty handsomely for a spot. Okay. So he wanted to make the... So far, okay. He wanted to make the orphanage into basically a motel. For the rich people, okay. That's why he was lucky enough to get Bill to agree to move the orphanage back in March. Keeping Investment's plan is to get property everywhere in the Azurill City. He never told me directly, but knowing close-up magic makes borrowing papers pretty easy. Didn't want to convert. All around Azurill City. Might be come back for, like, Owen's statement or something. Come to think of it, on the day we spoke to him. The motel isn't what matters, it's the land it sits on. By the way, I'm dead. It's situated on a property gold mine. That land could be put to much better use. That whole area ought to be transformed into new luxurious townhouses and condos. A plethora of Azurill City's finest would love nothing more to settle their families right next to the White Hall. Ooh, I got a weird flashback right there. Ugh. Turns out he did spell it out for us. Speaking of which, what's a townhouse? Oh, wait. Why are you mimicking my voice? I'm sorry. I've been just hanging out with you too much. Speaking of which, what's a townhouse? There are smaller houses that can be bunched up together by cutting out extra space. They might sell for less each, but you can make more townhouses on a single plot of land, which leads to higher profits. Why not make more apartments? You get even more units to sell. Because apartments tend to be sold to the lower class, and Anton wanted that upper class money. After all, the best way to make money is to take it from those who already have it. That's the magic of profit. Oh. Thank you, Annie. If we have any issues with your statement, then we'll let you know. When you're ready, we can head out. Can we talk to her? We can. Oh, just two things. Ferris Ebank. Annie, how do you really feel about Miss Ebank? I hate her guts. I wish that I could use... I wish that the world can make her disappear. Wow, okay. She pulls out a gun. Watch this magic trick. I'm going to make Miss Ferris disappear. Bang, 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 bang. Wow. Now I'm going to really... Throws in a box. Watch this. Wow, that was really cool magic. I hope she's okay. Is that really important? You had some choice words for her during your confession. What I want to know is why. She was always out of touch, privileged to do whatever she wanted. She pretends to be so down to earth and all flowers and sunshine, but she never really understood people like me and Bill. We can't all just follow our dreams the same way she can. So yes, I only treat her nicely for work reasons. Yeah, dude. I want to like her character. You know, she has a cool design, but she is just kind of a dick. I won't lie. I won't lie. Does that answer your question? It does, but I think you're the one misunderstanding her. She really did see the best in you. She defended you because she believed in you, that you weren't capable of hurting anyone. I think if you ask her, she might have helped you with your dream. I think we should move on. Bang. Anton. So I heard Anton kicked the bucket. What happened to him? That's a very, loose way of saying that. Do you feel no, like, no feeling? Like, do you just not care that a man has died? If we knew that, there wouldn't be a case to solve. All we can say is that he died a couple of nights ago. Your statement could help us solve this case. Though you don't seem upset about the news, that's all I'm saying. We both just had the same goal in mind. Otherwise, we're no different from strangers. Same thing for you two, right? Isn't his death just another case to solve? She's right. I was more worried about my dad than Anton's death. He was kind of a... He was not a nice guy. Red once told me that we should never treat the dead like strangers. Ever since I took this case, I learned so much more about him. The way he talked to people, his hobbies, his family. So to me, this case is like honoring the memory of a friend. I never thought of it like that. Nor did I. It's just some wisdom taught to me the day I was promoted. And that's all. Alright, Magician Girl. We will eventually be back. Oh my god, there's so many. What's the viewing room? Oh, is that just outside the room? No, let's just get... Well, we'll do this, and then we'll do... we'll do Sandra after this. I meant to hit the interrogation room, but... May 2nd, Result City Police Precinct, number 5, viewing room. You're still here, I forgot. What was his voice? If it isn't the detective that cost me my job. How wonderful to see you both. To what do I owe the pleasure? In case you forgot, you're the one who moved the body. We just happened to be passing by. What are you doing here? Just waiting around for all the legal work to be finished. I can't exactly leave the station, so I thought I would wait around here for a while. You two are welcome to waste your time here. We'll never cross paths again, so feel free to enjoy me while it lasts. I don't think you could get any information about my evidence here. This is strictly a casual visit. Doubt we'll find any evidence here. But if I have time, I do have the option to talk with them a bit. Talk. Oil's watch. That's interesting. Once you go free, what do you plan to do? Go to another company and work my way up. Oh, are you just done with this? I don't like being interrogated, so I don't trust this company anymore. I'm getting a new job. You know, one that understands when you have to move your boss's dead body. Ugh. It didn't work out here for the e-bank investments, but there are plenty of companies to work for. Many of them would love to hire the former president of e-bank investments. But you moved a dead body. Even if you're not charged, what you did was still illegal. Then I should fit in quite nicely with a new corporation. By the gods. But don't you dream of doing something else? Anything that doesn't involve chaining yourself to a company? And what is a dream? Just a shackle to a future that might never come? If I have to be chained to something, let it be something that gives me the tools to live my life. Rather than following some foolish dream. What do you mean? It's simple, really. When I was younger, I had a friend who would let me borrow his family's guitar. Did I ask? Oh no, I did say who. Did I ask about your guitar, your musician life? Is this man, like, actually a very, like, high-performing, like, in a band? I would try and play it, slowly learning the chords, the hand placement, etc. My 10-year-old self had a dream to be a famous musician. Oh, okay, yeah. A silly dream that every child believes at one point. But that dream was always going to be a dream. Few people ever make a career in music. Rather than being chained to that, I freed myself. Why don't you try and play again? Even if it's just for fun. Because I'll never be good enough to make it worth the time. And if I can't be the best, why go for it? That's why I'm president of eBank. Oh, well, hold up. You are ex-president / fill-in president. I was still the president of eBank Investments. My time is better spent elsewhere. If Lowell was as dedicated to music as he was to his job, maybe he could have made it. Hey, that's a sick watch, man. that's a sick watch. You know, you and Detective Hunt have very similar looking watches. You have quite the eye. I also noticed the two of us have the same taste. In my case, this watch was given to me by my granddad. He called it a good luck charm. I don't think a good luck charm would have put you in hot water with the police. And yet, I'll be walking out of here a free man. That's pretty lucky to me. Well, not a free man. You still moved a body. That watch must be pretty old if you got it from your granddad. He said it was the first he ever purchased with his own money. He worked as a shoe shiner as a child on the weekend to afford it. Some days he would tell my dad and I stories of his hardship of growing up in Israel City. Or the good old days, as you would call it. I killed him. What? And that watch still works? That's pretty impressive. I had to get it fixed a few times, but it still works. Time is money, and where the words my granddad told me when he gave me this watch. I never truly understand those words until I was an adult. Now I know those words to live are now those words are words to live by. I still messed that up. Oh, that's all we have to talk. All right, I didn't want to talk to you either way. You're sick, man. I'm gonna take a quick drink. All right. I guess we don't even have like a statement from him, so we can't even interrogate him later. Oh yeah, I forgot we can investigate. So cool, we can look inside, but the people inside can't see us. Do you ever wonder if this is how the gods view us? That's a pretty deep question, Justina. I've never thought about that. Watching us from a one-way window and watching us go about our days. They keep track of actions so they know what our next life will be after we pass away. This is pretty deep. This is pretty deep, Justina. I don't know what to say. I wonder if they have favorites. Like some people have such interesting lives that they follow daily. I never thought of it. I bet they've been following you for the last few weeks. You went from desk work to the front lines in a matter of hours. Who wouldn't want to watch your every move? If anything, you're the more interesting one. I bet the gods watch you race around the city all day, hoping that they'll take you soon. Justina, that's kind of messed up. Chair. 2 chairs sitting against the back of the wall. A pair of lovers who will never be apart. What? They take on the weight of everyone who sits with them. The weak, the sad, and those with a broken heart. Justina, do you need some therapy? Do you need some therapy? Justina? You know, I never gave this a proper look. No, you're right. It's the interrogation room. I didn't know this was placed here. It wasn't always here. I think it was added 5 or so years ago. There was this big media frenzy about someone claiming not to know their rights. Claimed that the police never told them and forced them to confess under stress. So they put up these signs. Forced is the better word. The city had to do something proactive, so they passed a law to require it. Now every police station viewing room in the city has a document like this on the wall. But what about the people who started it? Did they really not know their rights? I can't say. Both sides claimed the other was lying, so the whole case became a mess. All I could say is, if the police followed proper protocol in the interrogation room, this whole thing could have been avoided. But they thought the ends justify the means, and look where it got them. The court's just like, no, I didn't. You're lying. No, you're lying. No, you're lying. Case dismissed. Travel. I think it only makes sense to go to the interrogation room next. So who's the other person in here? That is very weird. Side note, that is very weird, just saying the empty space behind. I never even realized it was like the actual background. With the backdrop. That's weird. That's weird. May 2nd, Visual City Police Precinct number 5, interrogation room. I think I just gave. Oh my! What? Why both of them? Why? Why? I can't do this, man. Okay, I think like Sandra, I gave like. I gave Sandra and what's her name like the same voice. They have like a ditzy like oh my god like that. We'll see. Whew. Detective, I thought we were going to speak with Chandra? Why is Hannah here? I figured maybe her partner in crime could help. As for I brought you two in, I'm hoping you two can answer some questions. I already told you everything I know about the charity. It isn't about the Claus Orphanage this time. What we want to know is about eBank Investments itself. Can you tell us anything we wouldn't know about the company? Well, there is one thing, but I can't. I signed an NDA with the eBanks. Plus, it wouldn't be right. eBank Investment has been hitting the red with a capital R. Hannah! You signed the NDA, I did nothing of the sort. If anyone asks, I have a top secret network of spies that feed me all the information I need. So telling the police is forbidden, but telling friends is not? What do you mean by hitting the red? Another statement. eBank Investments has been failing to make a profit for about a year now, with new investments not paying off. They need a bank loan investors for their new project, but they had a plan on how this money would be used. The bank won't just give you a loan for nothing. They need to know that you can pay it off and that you can afford collateral. To get the loan, they need property that is worth investing in. My sources found out about it 3 months ago. Okay. So going off of what, real quick. Going off of what she just said, going off this one. So he was trying to buy all of these, all these property because they needed more property to get a loan. The question is, why were they going in the red? That's a lot more in depth than I was expecting coming from you. What can I say? My sources are great. Then you better hope your sources don't get in trouble because of you. Shouldn't be hard to find land to invest in. I can think of a few rundown areas that could use investment. If I had to guess, they don't seem eager to invest in the poorest areas. My sources said the poorest neighborhoods are risky ventures. Mr. eBank needs to find a safe investment or else the company is finished. Joel City is running out of the risk-free land to invest in, so they haven't had the best of luck. This doesn't add a lot of context. Thank you, Hannah. This does add a lot. This is worthless. This does add a lot of context. Thank you, Hannah. Tell your sources we thank them as well. Oh, we could talk to her still. So... Oh, that might be the reason why, or that definitely is the reason why he was trying to... Anton was trying to buy, Ash's place. Or their place, technically. The antique store. Because it's like a risk-free area. He already, like, had it at one point, so... Okay. The review statement. Hey, risk-free investments. I still don't get why banks wouldn't approve loans to the poorest neighborhood. Surely it's the poorest areas that have the most potential for growth. I might know why. There's a stigma against being poor. Growing up in the poorest East Bay, I was told to act like I was from the West Bay in school. My family didn't want others to view us as poor. If I had to guess, that stigma likely applies to bank loans too. Banks are businesses, but businesses are run by humans. If they think they won't make any money, even for dumb reasons, then they won't risk it. Economics can be unbiased as long as humans remain biased. So, eBank Investments can't get a loan because the bank doesn't think they make a profit. The bank doesn't think they make a profit off the poor? Dang. Rough area. Exactly. eBank Investments doesn't turn poor areas wealthy. They kick the poor out for the wealthy. At least, that's what Hannah's sources told us. Alright, now I know there's like small things of like poor and all that in the background, but now we're getting like really into like talking about, like, poor cities, like, getting taken over by the wealthy and, like, turning them into nicer places. Not for the poor, but for like I said, the wealthy. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Investment for the government. Can't E-Bank Investments get work from the city like 10 years ago? E-Bank Investments appeared at the right time to get that funding. Now, the politicians of Zero City have moved on to other issues. Homelessness is a major topic, and Mayor Bolton proposes to fight it isn't popular. So if the city has any money to spare, Mayor Bolton's opponents won't let him use any. I see. Should keep up with, like, city politics. With everything that happened Itchy throat. With everything that happened the last few weeks, it seems that you're recovering well. It might look so, but I haven't fully recovered. I still don't remember my name. I don't remember where I work. Who am I? It's just a little bit of amnesia. Started getting seizures and the doctors think it could be permanent. Oh my god! Man, like I said, one of my favorite characters in the beginning, just because of his, like, design and just his, like, characteristics, was Curry. Man, my likeness towards him is going down and down. Gave this lady permanent seizures. I started taking medication to try and help. Seizures from being hit in the head? If the head injury is strong enough, it's possible. At its worst, it could be permanent. I'm not even allowed to drive until I can go a half year without a seizure. Lucky for her, her best friend is here to help. Aren't you supposed to be in jail? Till she recovers, I'm gonna try and drive her around the city as needed. Aren't you supposed to be in jail? Alright. Can we investigate this area? Frame. How come I could see the viewing room? Isn't it normally dark? We only keep it one way during interrogations. Since Sandra is here, we decided to make it more open. Oh, okay, that makes sense why I was like, oh my god. I never saw the bookcase or anything back there. Duh, now it's not one way right now. Make it casual. Exactly. We're all friends here. Gotta keep things casual. I don't remember agreeing to that. How about coworkers, colleagues, work fellas? I know Hannah could be a bit much, but she's a good person. Not everyone could try to cover for a friend like she did. That's illegal if you don't remember. Alright, but I'm sticking to coworkers, and only for this case. Books. Never noticed those books in the viewing room before. Are they for people to read while waiting? If you ask me, watching from the outside is a lot more fun than reading. Alright. Alright. We did PlayStation. We did the viewing room. Oh wait, I think PlayStation's just... her. So I think it's just these two. Let's go to the store. May 2nd, Azul City Sunrise District. Nickel and Diamonds Antiques. Man, they're gonna screw me over again. They're giving me Ash right now, which I haven't... I've done... Ash's voice was like in one stream and then never again. I do not remember that, but they're gonna do this thing. I 100% bet that they're gonna add Luna in here. I'm gonna be like overloaded. May 2nd, Azul City Sunrise District. Nickel and Diamonds Antiques. I think I already said that, but... Dad, are you here? Justina. Detective Swift. It's good to see you two. Is everything alright? Is everything alright? Mr. Smith, we wanted to follow up on what happened yesterday. Oh, please. We are basically family now. Call me Ash. Harris called me yesterday to explain what happened. Looks like we need to find another buyer. There's some legal issues to settle since he signed the paperwork and everything. But thankfully, Gray is able to help sort it out. Gray? Who's that? Gray Earl, that nice clerk's brother. Brother. Who's the nice clerk? Who? Didn't you know? Sue's older brother is a business attorney, like Mrs. E-Bank, but works with all sort of small businesses. Oh, that's cool. So, Sue has an older brother that's an attorney. I'm surprised she got you in touch with him. I'll tell you about it later. I better catch you up with what I learned. What I learned. Statement. Gray's been helping me make sure that the store can sell after what happened yesterday. He says Luna should be clear from any legal troubles. I really like Harris. Seemed like a stand-up kind of guy. But I trust Gray to figure that out. Still, I doubt eBank Investments would want the store. They have no use for it. Oh, I think we could go against the statement already. I'm glad he's helping you, but I wish you didn't need a lawyer. Let your old man worry about that. You have a case to solve. While you two are here, stay for a while. I guess I can look real quick over stuff. You sure have a lot of plants in the store. I wouldn't say it's a lot. Yes, Dad, it's a lot. Don't say that. Gardening is in your blood. These plants are as much your family as your mom and I. You wouldn't say that about your family, would you? They're plants, Dad. Plants don't have feelings. Sounds like your family has a love of plants you don't share. My wife, Primrose, can make a patch of dirt into a beautiful garden. Primrose? No wonder you guys like plants. Give her a lump of wood and she'll carve you whatever your heart desires. My dad isn't the only arse in my family. My mom is one too, just with plants. When I first met Primrose, my thumb was as far from green as can be. With the store being sold soon, I've been trying my hand at a new type of art. I would have thought the two would be very different. That's the joy of life. We all have the chance to appreciate the things we used to hate. Like a seedling, we all grow in ways we can never dream. But unlike you, I doubt I'll ever take joy in gardening. Camera. We should get more cameras for the store. We're selling the store, dear. There's no reason to buy more. Let the new owner buy more if he's worried. Your dad's right. I know, I just feel guilty. I should have pushed for more security here. I was the manager here. I could have done more. Justina, you're a better manager than I could ever have been. You couldn't foresee Anton's death, let alone that he would be found here. It's the culprit's fault for the murder, not yours. So rather than feeling guilty, let's solve this case. I guess. So, dude, there is so much to this case. Whoever did this is smart. I'll say that they are very smart for trying to like set up Harris and all that. Harris, I think my 3 favorite characters in no particular order in this game so far. Well, Justine is obviously pretty good protagonist, pretty good, but I liked, like I said, Olive Curry, loved Nabuk, Harris Nabuk. One of my favorites, if not favorite. And I really like Owen, so I really hope he didn't kill. If he did, R.I.P. to my friend. To my friend. Rabbit. I love all these little animals you make. Catching the spirit of an animal is both challenging and rewarding. Animals move, change, and interact with the world. I never get tired of making them, no matter how big or small they are. My dad has been making them as long as I can remember. I once thought he would make his own zoo. Ha ha ha! A glass zoo would be fun. Certainly easier to take care of a glass rabbit than a real one. Can you make an owl? I would love to get one. When this is all solved, I'll make you one on the house. I really don't think it's Ash. I know he's coming back, but I don't think he's the killer. The metal detector was surprisingly important yesterday. For helping us solve the case? Yeah. Good job, metal detector. Now I can finally break you apart in peace. Break apart? That's so mean. Listen, after how annoying it was yesterday, it doesn't deserve to live. What? The metal detector? No, please. Please, I have a family. I'm sorry. Snaps it in half, like breaking its neck. No. By the way, it helped you. How was it annoying to you? She's like, ah, dang it. It actually proved like the truth that Harris didn't do it. That sucks. He should have been guilty. I'm doing the world a favor. Elephant. I always liked the green animals. They look so happy. Ever since you were a kid, you loved green. Even as an adult, you haven't outgrown it. I love how each color is given its own shelf. It was an idea Justine came up with after Soul passed away. She said that the rainbows can attract the eyes of a customer. And did it work? You know, I'm not sure. I'm gonna think of it. How would I judge if it works? Oh, whatever. It looks nice, and that's all that matters. This soil is... Oh, okay. There was nothing there, so I looked. And when the soil popped up, I'm like, that soil is still there? Looks like someone finally cleaned up the soil from yesterday. And I'm glad I did. I'm not going to leave a dirty store. So, did you ever find out what happened? You know, the funniest thing happened. Oh, is this actually important? What? May 1st, 3 p.m. Azure City Sunrise District, Nickel and Diamonds Antiques. I hope Justine and the detective are doing alright. Harris is a good person. I wouldn't want him to be a murderer. I like her character, but another voice. Oh, Luna, what is it? Ash, I need to confess something. I broke the pot here last night. I'm sorry. The pot over there? I was wondering about that. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll clean it right up. But I had your newest flower. I had to act quickly to save it. I thought you'd be mad. Oh, I see. Luna, do you know why I got that flower? No? Why? Little question mark. Why they gotta play that sad music, man? It was for you. Blue Gilius represented love, something I wanted you to carry with you to college. I know your relationship with your mom is rocky, and all the Smiths can be here with you. But we love you, and you will always have a home here. This flower is my farewell gift to you. Aw, I don't know what to say. You don't need to say anything. I can see everything I need on your face. I remember when Justine and Jean went off to college. It was like years of hard work raising them had finally paid off. You'd think I'd be used to it by now. Thank you, Ash. When you graduate, you can show me the flower and how much it's grown. I promise to take good care of it. I know you will. And don't forget to video call. I can give you all the advice to help raise this little plant. Or just call to let us know how you're doing. Aw, that was a sweet scene. I'm glad I investigated now. That was a nice little sweet scene. Can you believe it was Luna? Yeah, we knew. I'll keep the whole I already proved she did it to myself. Aw. Dude, they just randomly hit you, like, if you didn't investigate, you'd never have seen that. But like, they just hit you with the random, like, oh, look, it's just some soil. Who cares? Who cares about the soil? It just randomly hits you with those sad moments. Oh, we gotta talk. Grey Earl. Is Grey Earl we're talking about Grey Earl so much, like, is this random Grey Earl the murderer? Serious conversation aside, why hasn't anyone mentioned Sue's brother? You didn't tell me you had a sister until yesterday. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, but Gina's boring, unless you need someone to put on a fashion show. You should try taking interest in her work someday. You might be able to bond with her better. But as for Gray, best lawyer I ever worked with. Gray must be a great lawyer. He has a pretty successful career. I think he could give Mrs. Ebank a run for her money, both as a lawyer and as a tea drinker. I'm surprised Sue got you in touch with him. Sue asked him to help out for free, in exchange for some glass animals. He's a glass art collector. Been here a few times, I didn't even know. But paying in glass is a perfect deal for me. Maybe after this case, I should go meet him. Sounds like an interesting guy. The way that they just casually like, oh yeah, this person. My mind's like, oh, this person's the killer, right? This random lawyer is the killer. Oh, I need to know more about my boy. How's he doing? After everything that happened with Harris, is it the right time to try and sell the store? I'll sell this place like a rattle on a snake. Wait, what? Yes, I will. I just wanted to say something fun like Harris. I think you are fine. I think you are fine just the way you are, Ash. Anyway, I'm sure Harris is already in custody. That's not casual thing to say. Our DA is much more interested in our current case. So I doubt she would want to spend too much time on him. Get that settled and moved on. Is she really that busy? Up to the roof in cases, and can only focus on the biggest ones. Let's take a field trip there. I can show you all the sites. It's like for a little friendship thing. Yeah, a hangout. That doesn't sound fun. Oh, yeah, I get. A law office sounds like the most boring field trip. Alright, I think I already know what to do here. Last one. So I doubt you would want the store. They have no use. That's wrong! Oh, we're just doing, oh, I guess we're doing Anna's statement then. Yeah, okay. We have a witness who has found out that Anton had been trying to gather property around the city. Anton could have used this property's location for a profitable development. He already tried that with an orphanage, and he was willing to do it again here. Which is why we are trying to get as much information as possible. Why would he need property so badly? Evidence that shows why they need property. Yep. Now we show it. I have evidence right here. Man. Seems like he needs to keep gaining property to keep the company afloat. We believe it's connected to his death. The timing is impeccable otherwise. Do you know anything about Anton that could help us out? I see. I don't know how helpful it is, but I can tell you a story. Once upon a time, I found this little flower, right? This little plant. And it started talking to me. And it started drinking my blood. And it grew into this giant plant. And, Justina, I had to do some things that you don't want to know. But eventually, I did die. Now I don't have to worry about that life anymore. If it was still around, I probably would have killed Anton. Wait, what? What? The full story about what happened 10 years ago. Oh, yeah, it was mentioned that there was a whole problem with them 10 years ago. Wow. Like the very first case. You mean when the store was bought? Justina told me yesterday. There's a bit more to the story her mother and I left out. What? Oh, here comes the sad music again. 10 years ago, Sol and I were looking to start a business and came across eBank Investments. As you know, Luna was hurt, and we spoke with eBanks at the time. Justina might have said they simply agreed, but they didn't. As Luna's hospital bills were piling up, Sol pleaded with the eBanks for support, but they ignored him. Oh, this make me hate the eBanks. What the... He wanted them to pay for the hospital bills and admitted that they lied about the quality of the building. But they refused to listen. You never told me about this. You were 12 at the time. A simple story was easier to explain. Anton in particular was refusing to budge one bit on the matter. Motive? No, I don't even think about that. This man didn't kill him. Saying it now. He said that it was the building's construction's company fault, and they were in no way liable. They told Sol that he was at fault for not bringing a safety inspector with him. Sol threatened to press charges against them for lying about the state of the building, and that finally got their attention. We spent hours in a single room, trying to reach an agreement. It was almost pushed to court. Then suddenly Mrs. Eubank gave in to our demands. She gave us the building and paid for Luna's hospital bill, provided we dropped the case. I'll update your statement. Why did she give in later? I can't say. Maybe it was Justina's mom. She was ready to throw a chair if I didn't stop her. You would think she was Luna's mom. Anton was not happy, but was powerless to stop it. But wasn't he the president? He was, but Mr. Ebank took his wife's side, and that was that. As for why Mr. Ebank did that, my guess is they were married at the time. Of course he would support his wife. Wonder if Anton ever let that go. That's the full story of how we got the store. Why don't you tell me all this? You hid all these details for 10 years? Those 7 days of fighting were all for this building. They were for Luna too. We didn't want their money out of the greed, but to have them pay for hurting her. But we agreed to tell you and your sister a nicer story. There's enough hate in the world, and we don't want the hate to be a cycle. When this all started, I was sure the Ebanks were kind and friendly because of what you told me. That's why I joined the embezzlement case on my first day. And how were they when you met them? Miss Ebank clearly was as kind as I was told Mr. Ebank. Wait, Miss Ebank was clearly as kind as I was told. Mr. Ebank, he's scarier, a liar, and a controller in controlling, but I didn't see him as a murderer. This whole case, it's so complex. I don't know how we'll solve it. I don't know if anything I told you will help you find the culprit. But if anyone can catch them, it's you. You really think so? You got that fire in your eyes, like a furnace ready to make beautiful glass. I've known you all your life, and I've never seen you more invested in anything like these cases. Even if no one calls you a detective, you are one to me. Trust me, I don't have to go far for someone to call me one, but thanks, I needed that. I'm still a little mad at you and Mom for hiding it. When you have kids some days, you'll understand. I think that's all we can get here. Alright, we got one location down. It's surprising, like usually like when you're investigating you get like multiple, but we've only got we've investigated like 3 areas and we only got 3 things which are all statements. I wonder if we're only gonna get statements during these investigations. I'm gonna take a quick drink. Very interesting. Okay, so what? So yeah, we got only 3 statements so far. What was this one? Okay. Oh, this might have been like, you know, now maybe Owen and Anton had an argument about the store because he went to try to buy it. Maybe it came up somehow. And then that like whole resentment came out during that whole exchangement. And that's what led to it. That could be motive right there, actually. I don't think we could do anything else at the police station at the moment, or the station's office, or the interrogation room, or the viewing room. I think the only place is in lobby. May 2nd, Ebank Investments lobby. Why are all these people still out? You should be in jail right now. Behind bars. Are we just gonna pull everyone? I swear, now that I'm thinking about, oh my god, we're gonna get everyone back besides my out of my 3, 2 of my favorite characters. They're just gone. Look what you've done to my boys. Welcome back to Ebank Investments. Where we investigate our. I gotta focus. Where we invest in a beautiful future for you. Hi, Joy. What are you up to? The wonderful detectives in red invited me to help him investigate. He said he could get me out of trouble if I cooperated. But he's currently in the president's office looking around. Oh no, new location. Thanks for the tip. Since you're helping him, would you help us out as well? Anything for our city's finest. She's such a suck-up, but I do like being called finest. I have something recorded you might want to hear. Another statement, okay. April 30th, 7:05 p.m. Ebank Investments receptionist desk. At Owen's request, Loyal tried arranging a meeting between Owen and Anton. When informed, Anton declined the meeting. At Owen's request, Loyal tried arranging a meeting between Owen and Anton. This has to do with the resentment thing, probably. He gave no reason why. I should look into this later. Beep. I didn't tell Mr. Ebank that he declined the meeting. Better update her old statement. Oh my god. All these statements are getting updated. So, if Mr. Ebank contacted Loyal, how did you find out? I best keep that information to myself. It's best not to ask. So what stopped you from telling Mr. Ebank when he got here? Because if I did, I wouldn't be able to eavesdrop on their meeting. 2 meetings worth of juicy information to send back to Vivica could get me a handsome paycheck from her. And look how that turned out. Oh, I just noticed that her phone's in her pocket. That's a little cool detail. Loyal knew the meeting was declined. Anything else we should know? That's all from me. Your detective friend is upstairs. Thanks, Joy. We'll head up there soon. We have a few questions to ask first. Okay, so only the desk. Now we know that Fee was here and the cat toy belonged to Toasty. I really hope I never have kids that good at hiding. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Talk. Oh, we don't even have a statement up there. I just saw. I don't think. It's a review. I guess that's just a side thing. So, do you think the Ebanks would let you keep the job? Fired all their other workers? Probably not. They have like, what? They have like the cleaning crew, and that's about it now. Miss Ebanks said that she would decide after this case is over. But she's a wonderful person. I'm sure she'll find it in her heart to forgive me. I'm not gonna tell her she fired her maid for this exact reason. Maybe eavesdropping on Anton is different enough from robbery. Vivica Chambers. Oh no. Okay, hear me out. New theory. Vivica Chambers and Grey Earl somehow know each other. They teamed up, and they're the duo squad murder. And they somehow got loyal into it too. How did you get involved with Vivica? She came in one day to have a meeting with Anton. We spoke a bit while she waited. I dropped some juicy rumors on her, and she asked if I could find any proof. Let's just say, I know how to get info around here. Pretty sure you would have been fired if you got caught. But if I didn't get caught, but I didn't get caught until today. Juicy rumors, you say? Like what? Vivica wanted information to make the divorce go in her favor, so anything to make him look like a bad father. Oh, damn. The big rumors was about his gun and a small collection of ammo hidden in his office. Oh, that was the thing. They said that the clock was missing. I have a feeling that that's where he hid his ammo. We didn't find any ammo when we were in there earlier. Where would it be? I still don't know. I had to spend 2 days stalking him just to find something for Vivica. And the best I could do was catch him bringing in ammo, then walking out without it. The other detective is currently looking up in the president's office for that ammo. Then let's go check up on Red. Maybe he found something. Who knew rumors could help us out? Now, president's office. Parking garage. Are we gonna... Oh my god, now we're gonna have to investigate the parking garage too, I'm guessing. We heard the forensics team were checking Loyal's car. Were they able to finish up? They finished up a while ago. You are welcome to visit the garage again. The mechanic can update you on what they found. Thanks, Joy. We'll ask Meg about it. Oh my god. Oh my god, so many. Alright, so I think we're done with the store, obviously. Everything else we're not yet. Maybe we're done with her. She doesn't have a statement, so possibly. So let's go to the president's office. May 2nd, eBank Investments, president's office. There you two are. I don't remember. His voice is just generic with deep voice, I think. There you two are. Sue told me that the big man himself is being brought in for questioning soon. Hey, Red. You heard, right? Owen eBank himself is coming by. We need all the evidence we can get. Have you found anything? Not yet. I've been searching Anton's desk. I tried getting into his computer, but I had no luck so far. It's password protected. There are also some updates on the autopsy report. Another statement, just throw it in there. Throw some more in there. As you know, Anton Chambers was shot twice. However, gunshot residue was just found on his coat's right arm. Oh, maybe he fired a gun? The first shot was a non-fatal shot to the abdomen, striking his right rib. The second was a fatal shot that pierced the heart, from which death was almost instantaneous. After the bullets were removed, they were tested for fingerprints. Despite their best efforts, we couldn't lift any fingerprints off either one. Better just update his previous statement with this new information. Fingerprints can be found on bullets? Forensics has a way of lifting fingerprints on bullets, but it's very rare. Most of the time, the fingerprints get smudged to the point it's unusable. They were hoping that Anton, being a gun enthusiast, likely touched it, so much that they were able to get a clean print. They almost got something off the first bullet, but no luck. The second bullet had no chance. There is no way to prove he loaded it. But how is the lack of fingerprints useful? That means, like, possibly someone could have also wiped the bullets for some reason. We take what we can get. Perhaps it will come in handy. The gunpowder on his coat is what interests me. Where did that come from? They believe he must have fired a gun sometime before he died. However, we can't say exactly when or what type of gun. Like I said, maybe he was... Oh, wait, actually... That was... Or maybe it's not, but that most likely could have been when Anton fired the blank, right? Into the sky when he was fighting Harris. That's probably what that was from. Oh, that's what I would assume. Maybe it's something else. Not 100% sure. There was the bullet he fired upwards in the alleyway. That's what I was saying. Alleyway. Could have come from that? Forensics tested it, but it doesn't match. They said the gunpowder only matches if he fired the gun around 3 feet from the ground. What? They said the gunpowder can only match if he fired the gun around 3 feet from the ground. So like he was like knocked over, and then when he was laying on the ground, he fired? Is that what they're trying to say? Maybe he shot someone else with a third bullet. If so, we need to find proof soon. If he shot someone else, they might have the bullet still inside them. Oh, we're going down the Ace Attorney route. Get that metal detector. The gunpowder evidence should be updated as well. Ballistics also has an update for us. Both bullets fired from the murder weapon entered the body perpendicular and were close to their respective entry points. I mean, was that not obvious? It's official now. No room for doubt. I'll add to the evidence. The rib and the heart. I wish we could see, like, the entries, you know? Because, like, maybe 2 different people shot him? I'm not sure. Thanks, Red. For now, let's look around the place. I agree. How much... Oh, I got 2 things for him. Let's investigate. Hey, detective, do you think something might be a clue within these books? I don't think he's the kind of person to hide something in such an obvious place. You don't know that. I bet there's a secret hidden here. Why else would he have all these books? Watch. She clicks, like, grabs a book and moves it. It's like a secret doorway, opens it. But, like, right, because if you look, the window's right there. It's just a secret exit that leads right in, like, right out of the building. It's just a gaping wall, a hole in the wall. Oh my god. He didn't die from the gunshots. He died from getting pushed off the secret passage. Oh my god. Where's the splatter? The splatter. And how is he normal? I don't know. Maybe he's like invincible. To look smart. Someone comes in and sees all the books and says, wow, he's smart. Or perhaps, bear with me, he read them all before. Nah, he's rich. He would pay someone to read them for him. I'm gonna dig into these and look for a clue. There's 59 books in this room. Are you sure you want to check all of them? On second thought, maybe he just wants to look smart. Chair. There has to be something important about this chair. Everybody keeps on saying how nice it is. Do you think these fancy chairs are, what's the word, useful? Like they serve a purpose besides showing off? Oh, I want to try. Detective Swift, you know we can't tamper with evidence until it's been properly documented. Yes, sir. I'll write down everything about it. All that just to sit on a chair. You can never be too careful on the job. Sue hates it when we don't document the evidence properly. She's just spinning around, squeaking it back and forth. It just breaks. My bad. I inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. It's all clear. Is this a reference to Miles' investigation? Then by all means, sit all you like. It's soft and comfy. Then why do you look so sad? Now I want one. Let's not look up the price. Your wallet shouldn't know. Chalkboard. Miss Assistant, do you know what's written on here? Nope. It looks like just numbers and shapes to me. When I looked earlier, Loyal said this information is strictly yada yada yada. Bet he doesn't even know what it means. Sophie, help me move this. Yes, sir. Move it over here. Perfect. Is that a safe? Oh, we got a safe? I knew there was something hidden in here. How'd you know? If he was willing to bring a package of illegal bullets here, he must have had some place to hide them. So that goes up the clock thing out that window. Then how do we get in? Looks like it needs a code. Justy, do you have any evidence that might help? Evidence to help us open this safe. When I have something, I should bring it to Detective Hunt. Not yet, I guess. That's for later. Do you think the people on the street ever look up and see us looking down at them? Do they know if we're judging them from our tower? Nah. Why worry about that when people on the street level are already judging you? Fair point. Hey, detective, what do you see from up here? You mean from this window? Yeah. Lowell asked me the same question. That's what I was about to say, yeah. Same question. I'm wondering what you think. Don't give me that look. Don't stop looking at me like that. I think it's a city of people. Wow, really original. Do you also think that chicken tastes like chicken? Ha ha ha! What I mean is, people of all kinds of backgrounds live here. Doesn't matter the culture, origin, or background. We are all people in the city. The only dividing factor is money. If everything was the same, or everyone was the same, it wouldn't be the city I know and love. Huh, that's deeper than I expected from you. Don't worry. I'm still a chicken tasting like chicken kind of guy. I just ask myself every day why I serve this city. I do it because of these people. I wouldn't want to work anywhere else in this world. Aw. Talk to me. I don't think we have any evidence right now. I think we're gonna look at the car first. And after that, I guess then we're gonna be like, oh yeah, we have evidence, totally. What have you been up to since we brought, Joy in? I got the case file from yesterday all cleaned up and ready for you two. Yesterday's case file? Certainly saves me time, but why did you do that? Something about yesterday's case left me wondering. What was Anton going to do about the flash drive? So I looked over the whole case. Did you find something? Haha! Nothing at all. But something tells me it might be important. So I got for you two. I'll take it off your hands. Ooh, previous case summary. Case from yesterday cleaned up by Detective Hunt. Harris Nubbuck shot Anton with a taser. Escaped before Anton could get up. Could that help us to the safe code? I might check real quick after this. Come to think of it, you know a lot about forensics, Sophie. Oh no, I just know what every good detective should know. I doubt it. If Detective Hunt started speaking about fingerprints, I'd assume he was an imposter. Haha, I don't do my job, so that's understandable. It hurts, but it's true. I guess this is the first time he's actually like, bam, you know? Actually has it thrown out onto us. So I guess that's fine. Did Sophie not tell you she wanted to get into forensics at one point? She didn't. Why am I finding out now? It's not a big deal. I knew I wanted to get into criminal justice, and I thought about lab work. Back in high school, I used to study it for fun. But over time, I wanted to be involved in helping the city directly. Being behind a desk all day wasn't for me. So I joined the police academy and worked my way to becoming a patrol officer. But forensics sounds so cool. You should have stayed on the path. But now, she can use that knowledge as a detective. If you ask me, more police should learn forensics. A lot of bad arrests could be avoided if they learn the basics. I'm gonna wait on the present evidence, and I think I'm gonna go to the garage. Gotta take a quick drink, though. Alright. Before we do that, let's go to the parking garage. Oh, the car. Oh, no, that's his car. So, oh yeah, it makes sense though. His car's gone. He isn't here. May 2nd, eBank Investments, garage. I don't remember her voice at all. My favorite detectives, welcome back. Hey Meg, we heard forensics finished looking over Loyal's car. Do you happen to have the details? Sure do. Right to a statement, okay. I'll bite. The forensics team looked over the whole car. Both the trunk and seats. They found small traces of blood and bits of white carpet in it. Oh, so that proves that, yeah. Proves that the carpet was in there at one point. The blood belongs to Anton and the carpet matches the one in his office. Other than that, there's nothing unusual. Except this paper found inside the glove box. It has S2021 written on it. Oh, is that the passcode? Am I bringing this right to Hunt? Or update Meg's statement? What does S2021 mean? Season 2021. You two are the detectives. Isn't it your job to figure it out? I mean, yeah, but why must we do all the hard work? The least Loyal could do is write down what it was. Come on, Justy. Where's your sense of adventure? Bringing this out is half the fun. Isn't it so wrong to just want all the answers to be given to me? Then you shouldn't have been a detective. After this case, I'm going back to just being a clerk. Thanks for the update, Meg. You're welcome. I just got finishing touches to do on Anton's car. Good luck on the case. Okay. Can we investigate again? Not the poster, but everything else. Great car. We found out why the car was damaged. Turns out Loyal was the one who tried driving it. And since he couldn't drive stick shift, that's what led to the taillight being damaged. See? I told you no one could drive without being taught. Sorry this recklessness got you involved in this. Sorry that this recklessness got you involved in this. Not at all. I should be thanking him. I got paid based on the damage. If he backed into the wall one more time, I could have charged his family twice as much. You know what? I wish he did. Meg deserves that extra pay. Missing blue car. This garage looks so much emptier now. Mr. Ebank took his car back home. Even left me a nice tip for watching over his car. The cars. You got paid just being here? If that's how he treats his employees, maybe I should get a job here. Maybe I won't be thrown into being a detective. I heard an executive assistant position had just opened up. You should apply. On second thought, no. I don't think I'm enough of a bootlicker to take Loyal's previous job. Rickar. Never in a million years would I think Anton's body was placed in Loyal's truck. Solving this case would have been so much easier if we had just broken into his car like I suggested. I'm not saying we should have broken into it, but... And if we did, the evidence wouldn't get past any judge. So we had to do it the hard way. I know. I just wish the hard way wasn't so hard. Can we talk to her about anything? Forensics team. What were the forensics team like? I haven't gotten a chance to meet them. Honestly, pretty boring. They only talked to me after they finished up. I think they just need someone to relay the results to. They won't even let me look in the car. I only wanted to pick apart his car just a little. Sorry, Meg. The forensics team is filled with straightforward people. They tend to get overworked, so they don't have time to casually talk. Good to know. I'm not missing anything by not meeting them. Oh my god, it's a new person that we're not meeting, but is mentioned. Now it's Earl Grey. What was the other one? Shoot, I've already forgot what the last one was. Earl Grey, that other person that was randomly mentioned. Oh, now it's Earl Grey, her mom, Primrose, and this forensics team. They're all the killers. We did everything we can here. I think we already go back to the president's office. I think that's what this is. We need to open the safe. Got any ideas? Do I have any evidence? Yes. Here's the proof. I think that's it. Forensics found this paper in Loyal's car. Put S2021 as the safe combo. I'll give it a try. Click. Oh, we did it. Looks like forensics was right on the money. It's open. Let's check inside. And what do we have here? He has his own private collection of gun accessories here. This guy really liked guns, huh? Even as a hobby, this is a bit too much for my liking. But check this out. Leftover bullet boxes. This looks like... Oh! A pack of bullets! That's it! I expected something more... illegal. It's because these are hollow point bullets. What are hollow point bullets? Here it is. They create a wider wound when they hit someone. Azure City made them illegal for civilians because they can be more dangerous than standard bullets. But politics aside, something more important is missing. This isn't a full package. 2 bullets are missing. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I think so. Is there any way to prove any of the bullets that shot Anton were from this box? I'll send this info to our coroner, Rebecca. She's the other murderer. Dang. We got already like 4 or 5 people. She can confirm if the bullets match. There's something else. A clock? Oh, we found the clock too. What's this doing here? I know that clock. It was on the wall over there on Sunday night. Come to think of it. Oh, it's just a round clock. Yeah. I mean, remember these 2 things. I remember now. Joy said she saw the clock was missing. Took you long enough. This is why you're the assistant, and I'm the master. Brilliant catch as always, Red. But why hide a clock in there? Is it gonna be like broken on a set time? Yep. It's stuck at 8 p.m., so I think it's broken. Someone didn't want anyone to find this. As for why, I'll leave that to you 2. I'm gonna write all this down. I had to replace the chalkboard evidence with the safe and update all of it. Going back to the bullets, with all these empty boxes, where did all the bullets go? I got intel saying he would practice at a private shooting range with his gun. One that would let something as minor as illegal bullets be ignored. There's some really stubborn gun lovers in this country. So if he does use them regularly, that would explain why he needed more. So why was the code to the safe in Loyal's car? Okay, okay. Maybe I'm right. Maybe Loyal is the murderer, actually. He's just trying to pin all of it on him. Because what I think happened, maybe, hear me out. Maybe. There was an argument between Owen and Anton where where Owen shot him somehow with his own gun once. He thinks he kills him, right? And he runs out. Lowell sees, or like, he thinks he kills him, like, oh my god. And then, for some reason he leaves, I don't know. And then Loyal comes in, shoots him a second time. He like rams into the wall and breaks the clock. He's like, oh no, no one can see this. Throws that in there, and then steals the safe, maybe. I still think it's Loyal. Oh my dear assistant, you asked the wrong question. Detective Swift, what's the more important question? Let me think. Is it who else knows the code to the safe? Exactly. We can worry about how he knows later. Someone opened the safe, and so far only Loyal and Anton could have opened it. You think Mr. Ebank? If you don't know, don't speculate. Just keep it in mind for now. I'm gonna update Meg's statement. Oh, did I ever gonna ask about this? Now that you found the safe, what are you gonna do now? With all the evidence in the safe, you could say I have plenty of ammo. Haha! I'm sure you're just gunning to go after them. Your pun game is getting good. I have no more to teach you. But yes, I want to look into where he got the hollow point bullets. I bet he smuggled those into the city. You two got a murder to solve. Leave this smuggling case to me. We won't let you down, sir. Solving a smuggling case sounds fun. I hope we get a chance to help him Sunday. Is that gonna be the chapter 6? Wink, wink. That's all we could do here. I think we did everything here, right? Where can we go from here? Okay. Maybe now we could talk to her about... Oh, that I kept that going because I thought it was like, oh, we're done. But no, wait, that was the right thing. My bad. History. Lois' plea deal should be ready. Come on, we don't want to miss this. Are you sure this deal's worth it? He moved a dead body and is throwing his own boss under the bus. Are we sure we can trust him? Too late now. Come on. I really hope she knows what she's doing. May 2nd, Arizona State Police Precinct number 5, station offices. Give me one sec. Alright, I had to real quickly do something. Alright. Glad you could all make it. I'll make it. Mr. Ebank is in the interrogation room. If you'd be ready if Loyal keeps his end of the deal. I will only accept concrete proof. Anything less, and I will demand defamation charges against my husband. I have quite the audience. It's an honor to be the one solving this little case. Without further ado, here you go. A photo I took right after Anton died. What? Is this Owen knocked out? Oh my god, this is just making me think it's loyal more, because now, like, after he was knocked out, there's gonna be a thing with the clock where it's like, oh, it fell over during another point or something like that, or the bullets or something like that, and it's gonna be like after the whole struggle, him shooting and all that, it's gonna show up that he like murdered him after Owen got knocked out or something. What happened? When I arrived, he was already like this. I simply took a picture. If his body hit the desk, that would explain why the phone turned off and Joy couldn't eavesdrop. Where's Anton's body? It's out of the frame because he fell closer to the door. You can't see it or the blood because of the angle. We confirmed the time was at 8:05 p.m. that night. That proved that clock helps that. I see. I'll add it to the evidence. He had the gun near his right hand. Oh, that was important. Sometimes plays out of frame. He's gonna be like left-handed or something. The C bank? If you need me, I'll be in the interrogation room with my client. I won't speak on this evidence until then. Well, I did my part. Now, if you'd excuse me. Mr. Ledger, you will remain here. On what grounds? All charges have been dropped, remember? We need to determine whether this photo in the crime scene have been tampered with. Once we verify the authenticity, you will be free to go. Fine, but everything I gave is real. I look forward to being let go. Guess that's our cue to head to the interrogation room. Bam! End of Case 5, Part 3. We're going on we finished it up for today. Oh, we're just heading right to it. I think... I know, it sucks. I think we are going to end stream here. I think it's a good ending point. And the next case, we should hopefully solve this case. I still think it's I still think it's loyal. I honestly think it's still him. I don't think Owen did it. But he did have some mischiefs during it. I'm liking all the characters. Like I've said before, really like this game. The next one should be the final part of the game. It's gonna be a little sad. Or not even the final part, but it's gonna be sad, but we have part 6 coming out eventually, I think this year. And I am excited for that too. So not real quick. Let's save. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream today. And I hope you come back. If I can, I want to try to do an early stream tomorrow. If I can't, then you might see me Sunday. I got a little thing early in the morning. But I hope that you, like I've said, I hope you enjoyed this series so far. And I will see you guys next stream. Goodbye.